If your mother...
It's not an opinion. Let's clarify again. A sin has to have several components. Number one, it has to be done by volitional agents. Do you think a rock sins? Do you think a rock is able to sin? A rock? A simple question. The answer is yes. No.
Is your hair green? Is your hair green?
No. We are talking about. I'm illustrating to you with an example.
It's a silly question.
Sorry, it's a COVID season. Let's not shake hands. A rock doesn't have the volition, doesn't have a will or consciousness. It doesn't.
What about the black stone?
1 second.
The black stone
This rock. No, it doesn't. So the rock cannot be sinful in any way, shape, or form. So sin, to say someone is sinful, I'm telling you, we have to agree on that definition.
Okay.
Otherwise, is your bottle sinful?
No, it's not.
Right, why not?
Because it doesn't have a free
It
will.
doesn't have a will. Right, exactly. So we agree now. To be sinful means it has to be done by agents who have a will.
Yeah.
And they have to will to sin, volitionally. That's the volition aspects.
No,
So,
you can also sin by accident.
accidental sin, fair enough,
Yeah.
accidental sin,
Okay.
right. Do you consider yourself to be present when Adam and Eve ate from the tree?
You know what somebody says? When Adam sinned, I was already in him because I'm a descendant of him. Father.
Did you make that choice?
Look, if I
Did
would
you
be-
make the choice of eating from the tree?
You know the story when children are born of heroin addicts? They are
What we're trying to
addicted
understand-
like their parents.
We're trying to understand is, how does volition come into play?
It doesn't.
Did you use your volition, your faculty of will, intellect, reason, in eating from the tree? The answer is no, you didn't. Then how do you then still remain just and say, I was what Adam and Eve did? To give you another example, simple. Do you have children?
Yes.
Right. When your son commits a murder, are you guilty of the crime?
He is.
Are you guilty of the crime? Right, why not?
Because I didn't sin.
You didn't sin. You had nothing to do with it. You did not will to murder that person or even commit that action.
Yeah, but yeah.
On the same note, what happened? On the same note, what I'm saying. Were you present when Adam and Eve was eating from the Garden of Eden?
When everyone was in Adam, you was in Adam when you sinned. I was in Adam. Sorry.
No.
You understand what I mean by that?
In the Garden of Eden. In the Garden of
You understand what
Eden.
I mean by that?
No, when you say
Do you understand what I mean by that?
your next generation is already in you.
Do
I
you
do.
understand what I mean
I
by
do.
that?
But do you though?
Are you a descendant from Adam,
Yes.
ultimately?
Let me explain what I understand. Shall I explain what I understand?
Are you a descendant of Adam?
May I explain what I understand?
Answer my
May
question.
I explain it? I am answering
Are you
you.
going to answer my question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We do believe all of the descendants of Adam came from the loins of Adam. Right? We were there.
Yeah.
Just like now, within you, you have the next generation. In your germ cells, in your follicle. Yeah? Right. It doesn't mean if you commit an action now, you commit an action, your genetic component in your germ cell. Can I finish my point?
Yeah, okay.
May I?
What you're gonna say,
May I? Right. The second generation which are present on your germ cells, because you have somatic cells and in your germ cells. The second generations in your germ cells, if you commit a murder, do you think they are also responsible of the murder and guilty of the crime? They're not. Likewise, hear me out. When we were in the Adam's loins or his backbones, within him, we are not responsible of any actions that he's done, which is a disobedience to God. So,
They are the consequences.
I am not.
Because
So now we agree something.
die.
Now we agreed on
You know
something.
what proves that you're a sinner?
But do you
Because
know?
we all die.
But do you know what we
that
agreed?
proves you and I are sinners. Because we
but-
die.
but do you know what we
Because
agreed on?
In your example,
Yeah.
we are all sinners already. Adam was 1 point sinless. He never sinned before he sinned. So you and I are not in that situation. We are always in the state that we are descended from Adam who sinned. So we've never like Adam was before he sinned.
Okay.
Therefore,
But
your example
I'm
doesn't
talking about.
work.
I'll tell you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the very idea of atonement within Christian doctrine is unjust doctrine for the following reasons. I'll give you 3 reasons. Number 1, this belief comes from an assumption or a belief that Adam and Eve committed a sin against God, and because of that, human being fell.
That's your opinion.
No, Christians believe that.
Who are Christians? There are
Those-
many Christians, you know, and they disagree about so many things.
Are you a Christian?
I am born again Christian. Yes.
Right. Do you believe Adam and Eve disobeyed God in the Garden of Eden?
I do.
Right.
Yes.
So you believe Adam and Eve committed a sin, and because of that, human beings have fallen.
I do so, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm not
And there's evidence
Let me finish.
because-
No, please.
Evidence
Can I finish my
because
point?
we die.
Can I finish? Can I finish? So look. I do not want to misrepresent your beliefs, so correct me if I'm making any mistakes. Because of this, God, to reconnect you back to Him, He can't simply forgive you.
No.
Right? That's what you
Sorry,
believe.
excuse me. God can do what He wants. If He wants to forgive me, He can. Otherwise, He wouldn't be God.
So he
God can do anything He likes.
So, because of what Adam and Eve have done, do you think every human being is guilty of that crime?
No, but we are all His children.
That's not what I'm asking. My question is very specific.
Okay.
Do you think the crime that Adam and Eve committed, are the descendants of Adam and Eve guilty of that particular crime?
No, He is.
So he is. So any punishment that is incurred from that crime,
Yes.
are the descendants of Adam and Eve guilty and punishable?
We'll bear the consequences.
That's what I'm asking.
No, no.
I'm saying,
but-
if that crime,
That's
the
my
sin.
answer.
No, my question is quite specific, so please try to not misrepresent what I'm saying.
Look, you give me a question, you put me in a corner.
Why do you feel this is being put into a corner?
Because I said answer your question, and you don't.
No, how? Why do you even feel it's about corner?
If I pay recompense for a sin,
No, my question.
has the sin gone?
You see,
If I
let's
pay recompense for a sin, have I got rid of that
I'm
sin?
afraid I need to go.
okay, that's fine. Maybe I can speak with the gentleman here. You see,